Welcome, Second Amendment family. It's Will here again today. Just want to do a quick video on the Ruger EC9S. So I bought this firearm back in 2017. And I talked about it in the video. We were going to St. Louis and I wanted a smaller gun with me. Had the holster already for it, so we bought it and I carried it that day. But we'll get down, break this down a little bit, and we'll talk about it along the way. So this is my fiance's firearm. I actually bought it for myself, but she carries it now. This is a Tactica Defense Fashion holster inside the waistband. It's parent company of Alien Gear. It's just a smaller, basically a smaller version of their inside the waistband. All right, the clips are adjustable, what have you. Most of you know, you see my videos, I carry my P365 in either the P365 version of this or in my low pro Alien Gear belly band. Alright, now we'll pull this out. I'm going to put that over here to the side. We're going to take this magazine out. We're going to clear this firearm. Take the safety off. Firearm is clear. Now she carries this firearm in a Alien Gear shapeshift hook and loop holster inside of her purse, which is made to carry a firearm. It's got a zipper on it on the back. The firearm hooks, the shapeshift holster hooks in there, and actually we don't use the pads that they give us with the Alien Gear holster, the shapeshift or the hook and loop holster. We actually use, it's already got some in there, so we just use what's on the back of the pad for the holster. It's on the back of the holster already. So we got it in there, set in there. I wish she'd carry it on her body, but right now she feels more comfortable carrying it in her purse. The way she carries her purse is over her shoulder, so you can't take it off. She can get to it for an area or somewhere where she's a little concerned. She kind of keeps her hand closer behind it for herself, her safe well-being, and to protect me. Obviously, I'm going to push her out the way and I'm going to take the lead, but she's got my back. All right. So when you buy this has got several different safeties. All right. It's got a drop safety, so if you drop it, don't accidentally go off. Don't know, I've never dropped this firearm, so I don't know how well that works. Reviews, I see it works good. It's got the trigger safety, kind of like the Glocks, where you got to pull both triggers. All right. You got to push the little tab in first before the trigger pull. Also, this gun has a manual safety. It is not ambidextrous. All right. But besides that, this firearm is racked, and the trigger will not pull without the magazine in it. All right. So if you're in a firefight or whatever, and you have to reload, you got to put a magazine before you can shoot again. My Ruger SR9 is the same way, and I am going to disengage that. However, you can still pull the trigger on the SR9. This one you cannot. When you buy this gun, it comes with the gun lock. It comes with the barrel indicator, chamber indicator. It also comes with this. It slides in. We'll make sure this is clear one more time. Then you can pull the trigger again. All right, and then till you rack it again, it's just nothing's going on. All right. All right. So on this, we'll go right here. There's a little slide right here. You just push that down. You just slide it back a little bit. I've got to have a little pick here. Push it out from the back. Oops. Let me turn around where I can see it a little bit. I struggled with it today. Oh, that wasn't pushed all the way down. That helps greatly when that's pushed all the way down. Oh, snap. Push the pin too far out. Don't do that. There's a little pin that goes in there. Slide it apart. Put the frame over here for a minute. Take the recoil spring out. There's a recoil spring. So the EC9S is just basically a, I won't say cheaper, it is a budget-friendly LC9S. They also make the LC9, which is not striker fired, but the LC9S is striker fired, and this is just a budget version of that. The difference is really the finish of the firearm. The slide's made out of a little bit different material, and I can't remember the top of my head. The lower is made exactly the same. Besides, nope, they don't even say EC9 on this lower. So the lower is made exactly the same. And the other difference on this is the sights are built onto the slide, so they're not adjustable as they are on the EC9 or the LC9S. Also, this front sight was actually black, and I actually took a paint marker for now and marked it to give her so she can pick up her sights a little quicker in an emergency. As you can see, the paint that I use is pretty bright, so it helps. But before that, it was just black on black, rear sight, front sight, and it was hard to get your sight picture. Anybody that's got one of these, I recommend doing that. I figured out how to do it without it, but well, it didn't take me but a second, you know, but that's what I did. Alright, basically like any other striker fired pistol. Alright. Down a little bit. Alright, I'll do this up for 1 second, maybe. Well, pull this back out. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the Otis ripcord through this a couple of times. Just basically you put the narrow end in. You don't have to use any cleaner on this or anything, and just pull it through. Alright. I know with my original bore snakes, I had to put a little cleaner and stuff on there to help it get it through, but these go real easily. They got these little things on it that grabs any dirt or whatever. It's good for right after the range. Give you a quick cleaning. Alright. So we're almost going to put this out of my way for a minute. Take that off. My little tits and jegs here. I'm going to screw that on. So when I bought this, I originally was going to buy the LC9S, and for about, excuse me, for about $100 difference at the time, I decided I was just going to keep I was going to go with the EC9S. And I'm usually not like that. I don't usually pick. Oops. Sorry about that. I'm trying to turn my music back on. For some reason it died on me. My other phone's going to die shortly. Not the one I'm doing my video on, but the other one's going to die shortly. Done. Open back up. There we go. The music you hear in the background is I do not own the rights to. They are a friend of mine named John Sutton. It's his one of his albums called Swoon. It's the first record I ever heard by him. First song I ever heard was the one that just came off. Just went off. Different story. But like I said, I was going to buy the original. I was going to buy the LC9, but I decided to go with the EC9 for a price difference and nothing really different on the firearm. The adjustable sights don't really matter to me, especially on a small micro compact pistol. The pistol overall length is only 6 inches, so it's real thin. And I'll do a comparison with my Sig P365 here in a minute. But so if you're going if you have to pull your firearm in a self-defense situation, you know you're going to be pretty close to each other, so you really don't need adjustable sights for that. All right. Now you might further down, but shooting this at 50 yards is not that hard. Even before I painted the tip on it, the front sight. So, with that being said, we'll get to cleaning, get the hops out. If I can open it today. My shoulder's hurting pretty good. Hope everybody's had a great weekend so far today. For this weekend, ours has been pretty good. Didn't do a whole lot today. Sat around the house and hung out with the kids and the fiance, and got these new lights in for my little work area here, so I can do these videos, and gives me a little bit more light on the situation. It's kind of cool because I could change them around. Get some hops up in here real quick. Some on that feed ramp. Some on the outside. Alright. Get me a patch. Oops. Alright. That's tight going through there. There we go. I had to add an extension on that one. Tell me push that through. There we go. So it's not real dirty. We keep it pretty well cleaned and lubed. It's got a little dirt in it from sitting in her purse. Run another patch through. I'm going to do another couple of videos today. One more anyway, talking a little bit about what we carry in our pockets daily and what different things we can use for self-defense. Each state's different. I'm no expert by all means, but I know what I can and can't do in my own city, so, in my state. So hops on the outside of this and wipe this bad boy down a little bit. Set that right there. So I hope everybody's having a great weekend. We went to some big yard sales yesterday to pick up some stuff for the fiance to resell. She loves Pyrex and she likes to sell it, buy it and sell it and collect it. So bought some and already got some sold, so that's always a good thing, right? She also likes guns, but I won't let her sell them, so she wouldn't anyway. Alright. Piece of paper out of my way for a minute. Oh, rub some hops all over this. I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. It shouldn't be real dirty because it's not been fired in a minute. But on this, the slide rails go all the way along the slide up on this firearm on each side. So we're going to get some, let it sit a little bit. Like I said, it's been sitting, so let it soak up some of that goodness. Alright. So here's the slide. Like I said, it's the difference really between this and the EC9S is just the material that it's made out of. I can tell you when I was carrying this myself, it's not quite as durable as the EC9S. The coating on here is not, but other than that, it's not bad. It's not bad. All right. Do some cleaning here. Get some hops all over this thing, really good. I like these lights better. I usually use natural lighting, and it works. I really can't do videos in here because I put my things up. I'm in my bedroom, and I put these flags up behind me to make it look good. But I like the backdrops, but my light's covered, and I don't really have light on this side of my bedroom. So we got these lights for me to help it out a little bit. Oops, I broke that. That's never a good thing. That's all right though. We'll get another one. Get some more hops on that. I'll use this bigger one. This is an actual ramrod here. The other one I'm using is just an off-brand that I have. Put some up under that, hops up under that extractor there. You always want to do that. Alright. Go ahead and dispose of that bad boy. My music's loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. Seems like it got louder on me. Oops. I like to hear it. Alright. I'm going to take my brush and scrub a little bit on this bad boy. Like I said, I know it needs it. It's been sitting in her purse. Hasn't been out for a little bit. She don't know it yet, but I'm going to try to take her to the shooting range this week. If all else fails. I got doctor's appointment. I got 2 doctor's appointments this week. One on the 9th or the 11th, and then another one on the 13th. So I'm going to try to take her, do a little shooting. Get here on this, by this firing pin really good. And by that extractor. You want to make sure around your extractor is clean. Nothing's worse than extractor failure or breaking. I have had that happen on different firearms. On a Taurus, to be exact. Now, probably could have been the person that actually owned it. I was just shooting it for them. It was their first firearm, and they wanted me to shoot it first, but they bought it used. And said the guy went over it with them, and I know the guy they bought it from, the store they bought it from. They bought, like I said, they bought it used, and I figured they went through it like they normally do, and I guess they didn't. Shot a little bit, and the extractor broke, and it could have just happened, but oh well. Taurus fixed it, so all right. Let's wipe this bad boy down. Let me get my pick and run it along. Let me get this other pick. I like it better. Run to that guide rail right there. Remember to subscribe to our channel if you're just seeing this for the first time. And the ones that are subscribed already, thank y'all for being subscribed. We enjoy it. We appreciate it. If you'd like to see any other videos, of any other kind of content from us, let us know. Like I said, I'm going to do one on just different everyday carry stuff in your pocket, or they can carry on you for self-defense. And just a few things that we have can and can't do here. I'm not, there again, I'm not an expert, so. Alright. So I got that done. We got to clean this up. Already got hops everywhere. This firearm is a really nice little firearm, guys. If you can find one for the price, I know one of our local gun store, not really local, it's a big box gun store. They have them for less than $250 usually, give or take. Alright, get that out of the way. Put this bad boy down. Give her a good once over with this patch. Like I said, this is a really nice firearm. It shoots really, really well for being a small firearm. We carry the critical defense ammo in it. Down here. what I'm looking for. Oh no, yeah, it might be piece of paper I have. I dropped it. But the critical defense ammo, it's 115 grain. And my P365, I carry the 365 E-Crown in it, which is also 115 grain. Now my P320, I carry the 147 grain Sig Sauer V-Crown. Here's the difference in the 365 V-Crown and the Hornady critical defense. Alright, both of them are excellent. Don't have a problem in either one. The 365 V-Crown is made for smaller pistols. Supposed to help with the recoil in it. I mean, it's a smaller pistol, so, and it's a 9mm, so you know what kind of recoil it's going to have. Alright, I'm going to wipe down this little pin. The only thing I don't like about the LC9s or the EC9s is the way they can break apart. I don't like this little pin. But I'm not going to let that keep me from being unhappy with it. Alright, got my hops oil. Gonna put a little bit right here. Gonna put a little bit right there. Slide it into the slide. I'm gonna put a couple of little drops along the slide rails there on each side. Put a little bit right in there too, where it slides up there on this thing over here. Spot oil there, I don't like. Or cleaner, some hops right there, get that cleaned up. Alright. Let's wipe this off, wipe this spring off. I hear my little guy out there. Alright, slide it in. Don't matter which way it's sitting, it just sits in there like normal. What you're gonna see. Alright. Give it just a little push. Pin back in, push it in, slide that up, give her a little dole in there a little bit. Alright. Give her a quick wipe down. Alright. Firearm still has no magazine. Firearm still is empty. Let me close this stuff up. There again, that's your Ruger or EC9S. It's an awesome little firearm. I'm going to talk a little bit about it and my Ruger or my Sig Sauer P365. And my fiance actually has a P365 that we're just getting ready to switch the holster over, the hook and loop holster over for. Alright. Move some of the stuff out of my way. Picks over there. Put this back in the drawer here. It stays right there. I like talking to myself a little bit. Maybe I don't really like it, but I do anyway. Alright. Alright, here's my P365. Firearm is clear as well. All right. So, the Ruger, I'll take these out of here because they're just going to bother me. What I want to do. The Ruger EC9S. All right. Like I said, it's like the LC9S. I didn't like that. It's got the white sight on it that I painted, but it comes all black normally. Same thing here. All right. Here's the P365. All right. From Sig. Now, this has a capacity of 7+1 net from the factory, and it only comes with one magazine. You have to buy your magazines extra. They do come with little thumb places for them. This is the Sig P365. It's 10+1 from the factory. And then you could buy a 12 and a 15 round mag for this as well. And I know you could buy a 12 round for this, and I think even a 15 round for this. There again, like I said, the sights on this are not adjustable. They come all black. I painted the tip white. Not a real big deal for me. However, the P365 comes with adjustable sights, and that's fine and dandy. I don't really care about them being adjustable. It's kind of nice, I guess, but I've never had to adjust them. However, they come with the X-Ray 3 day and night sights. So they, as you can see, all right. So that's the difference. Now, the overall width of this firearm here, the Ruger, is 0.90 of an inch. All right, so it's not even an inch wide. Single stack mag. The P365 is 1.06 of an inch. So it's a little over an inch long. All right. Here's the magazines. Now, if you notice, the Ruger mag holds 7 and it's taller. Obviously, because this is it's not really a double stack. I forget what they call it. However, stack and a half maybe. But shorter. But it is wider, as you can see. All right. Now, the weight of these, the Ruger, for only being empty, weighs 17.7 ounces, 17.2 ounces, sorry. All right. The Sig, being a little bit thicker and wider gun, holds 17.8 or 17.8 ounces. The overall length of the Ruger is 6 inches. The overall length of the P365 is 5.1. Try to line them up a little bit. You can see the slight difference. All right. Turn it around for you. Slight difference. All right. Not a whole lot. The width of them is a little different, obviously. The height is of the Ruger is 4.5 inches. This is the Sig is 4.3. All right. Now, I don't have the mag in right now, but if you look back here at the back, the way it fits your hand's a little different too. All right. As you can see, the Ruger. Try to line the back up. The Ruger comes down or comes out a little bit more. All right. Now, this firearm, the Ruger, is thinner. I loved it. Still love it. Still an excellent firearm. In my hands, it feels, after owning the P365, which is a little wider, it feels a little funny. But it is what it is. It shoots well. And it's an excellent gun. This firearm will eventually be gifted to one of my kids. My older kids. The P365 is a little wider. Gives you a little bit more handprint on the firearm. Alright. I like the way it feels in my hand. And I'll put the magazine in. Fits good. Got a place for my pinky. My hands ain't super huge, but they're not super small. Dale's hands probably would be a little different on here. He'd probably want to be, if he wanted the 365, he'd probably want the XL. But it's got good grip. Alright. The Ruger, like I said, it's already a little longer, we know. Gives you a little bit more real estate for a place for your hands. Okay. Finger's behind the trigger, guys. It's got a little bit more real estate for your hands. However, after we get into 365 and then go into shooting this, it feels a little odd in my hands now. Just the way it comes down and the way it lines up in my hand. It's not bad. Like I said, if I was carrying this gun, I'd probably put some different grips on it, you know, something on it to make it a little bit beefier. But that's just me. I have shot both of these firearms extensively, and they're excellent. As far as shootability, they both shoot pretty well the same. I do like the trigger on the 365 better. Firearm is clear. I'm going to put the little orange safety magazine in for the Ruger. 365 is clear as well. Alright, you ready? Pull back to the wall. There's the wall. Click. Alright. Do that again. And reset. On this one, same way. Alright. It's got a little bit longer reset on the trigger. Ready? Reset. There it goes. So there's full trigger before it's shot. Goes way it's back before it fires. And then click, it's reset, and then there you go. So it resets about not quite halfway on the P365. Wall, brakes, click. So it resets a lot quicker. The trigger is nicer on the P365. Not dogging the trigger on this at all. This is an amazing trigger on the Ruger. Shoots excellent. Gets right back on point. You fire once and it's right back on target pretty quick. Alright, you get your eyes back on the target on the sights. So, anyway, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Remember, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thank you for being here, and carry safe. Always carry. Train hard, train smart, train safe. Thank you. Have a great evening.